9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Are you ready?
Turn down for what? Turn down for what? Turn down for what? Turn down for what? Turn down for what?
I fucking hate
Come on,
Tony Ferguson.
Tony. Why you hate Tony? You really
Because
hate
I
him? What do you
fucking-
hate? What do you hate? The
I
the
find-
man himself?
Because I heard him talk. I heard him speak.
Okay, where
he's
was
a-
he speaking on? What was
at
he?
press
Was he
conference.
pontificating?
He was pontificating at a press conference about his
A
his
recent
opponent.
press conference,
I'm not sure.
or one of his older ones?
He just sounded like a real douche. Douche.
I don't know. He's, I think he's the as they call it, the fight game. I think
Okay.
has aged him quickly. Some people it ages very quickly. Because
Well,
of their style of fighting.
he does tend to be a human punching bag.
Right. Which that style of fighting only lasts so long. So he may be starting to say silly things, or I don't know. Yeah, I don't think his brain has yet caught up to the fact that his body isn't doing what it used to do. That's
Could
all.
be. That could very well
It'll
be.
come. Just not yet. Needs a couple more losses.
You're all bundled up.
Dude.
You got your dungaree. Are these the lined dungarees?
No, these are just regular dungarees.
Nice ball huggers.
Nice. Yeah, I feel like John Bon Jovi when I put these on, That's why I like to tuck them into my boots.
That way, if a sock falls out, doesn't fall all the way out, you can retrieve it.
And I got two hoodies on, and a long sleeve shirt and a short sleeve shirt.
And a vest with a hood.
And a vest with a hoodie. Just
So
in
you
case
have
my
the
neck gets
potential.
cold.
You have the potential of having 4 layers just on your head.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Nice.
Dude, it's freezing out.
It is. It's cold out. No doubt.
Everybody's driveway is solid ice. Solid ice. Solid.
That reminds me, we're gonna have to do the keep checking up on your. I could keep checking the cameras and see if your truck's in the same place where you left it.
Yeah, just in case. I mean, holy Christ.
It's happened to me a few times.
I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, it'll go a little more than halfway down before it hits some pavement, so it should be okay.
Yeah, or some rocks.
Hey, Paul. Hey, Nicole.
I don't see these notifications on our fancy screen.
This is our viewers, if you will. Our viewers.
So how was your week? We had a good show last week.
Yeah, it was a good show. It was nice to see him. It was nice to finally meet him in person.
We had Derail.
officially. Yeah, that was cool. Very informative. Got some good commercials out of it,
Yeah.
So.
And Special Olympics cut me a nice check.
Oh, they did. I was going to say that they catch up with you, say thank you for, taking them on.
For babysitting him.
Yeah,
Yes.
just for 2 hours or whatever. Jenny Vectorino's
the
watching.
Beautiful Miss Jenny is watching.
Hey, Jenny.
Hopefully she can pay attention while she's scrubbing something. From what you told you said you left the home with instructions.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I left the house a total mess, upside down. You know me.
Like usual.
Yeah, stuff strewn about,
Tell me about the fish tank. Are you having some difficulty with the whole situation with the fish tank?
Yeah,
I might have some suggestions.
Here's what I'm going to do. I'm either going to go to what I prefer. What I'm probably going to do is go to YouTube University.
Okay.
Or
I thought you were going to say DEFCON 1.
I was going to go, or I was going to go to like the fish store and ask the guy, how do you keep your fish tanks so sparkly clean? This guy's tanks look like you're looking through a fucking crystal glass,
Well, they sell fish in Weiss. Why don't you ask those guys?
I'll ask the guy who takes care of that lobster tank.
The lobster tank. Yeah. What a sad tank.
But it's just
Bunch of sea bugs crawling all over each other.
I'm almost done eating seafood for the rest of my life. I think I'm getting there. I'm getting to that point.
Not me. I just don't
Get
think
that
about it.
I because I'm starting to realize that I think they're aliens. Fish. Because
If an alien landed on a spaceship in my backyard,
right.
my first thought would be, what do these things taste like?
Well, no, the thing is this is like, if you think like they can't exist outside of the water, you know what I mean?
Yes.
And we can't exist inside the water. So it's like a whole nother world. So they're kind of like aliens. I don't even know if we should be fucking eating those things.
I mean, we've been eating them for a long time.
Yeah, that don't make it right. I don't know. Just something I've been thinking about. Yeah, Dave says it'll clear up in a week, but I cleaned it, Dave. It's settled. Everything looked nice. And now it's starting to get like this green to it again. I got to figure it out. I'll figure it out.
Lawrence, I had a 60-gallon saltwater tank. I had anemones. I had all kinds of stuff in there. I had my anemone split, which is how they multiply.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a clownfish that lived in the anemone. I could fucking feed that anemone with a tweezer.
Really?
It's tough though, but yeah, there's Plecos you can get that'll eat the green, but you're fighting an uphill battle because your tank is half in front of the window.
Jesus. So what are you telling me? Keep the blinds closed?
Well, no. Fucking Sicilian like you ain't keeping no fucking blinds closed.
Am I gonna keep an eye on the neighborhood?
I already heard a fucking story about you.
Oh, I'm sure you did.
You fucking got walk in this guy's house. He's got fucking calendars marked with every movement everybody in the neighborhood makes.
That's what I do.
What time?
Who comes through the gate?
You thought you cracked the fucking big one today.
I did. I got to work on it.
I put ice water all over that shit.
Everything lined up. Everything matched up.
So,
except the car.
Right.
And the person.
The person was off.
The
Name
car
was the same.
The car was the same color, the same make, just a different emblem in the back.
Yeah.
Color emblem. What the fuck?
And again, the wrong person.
And yeah, well, that's
minor.
the whatever factor.
Oh, hello, Miss Linda. Welcome. Yeah. So, but then they also have, just to make maybe your life a little easier, they have those magnetic brushes. You put it on the inside of the glass and a piece on the outside of the glass, and they stick and you can move it around.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but that might be something you could do every day when you walk past the tank. What you do is you give it a little.
Just give it a little. Yeah, I'm gonna have to start looking into stuff here because Jenny's too busy,
Or never clean the tank and just tell people this is how this particular habitat is this month.
Right. This is what I'm going with. This is called El Natural. This is, I want to show everybody what happens in nature when you got stagnant water with fish shitting in it.
Right.
All day.
Like if they get caught in a little depression in a rock and just have to fucking live there for the rest of their life. But much like your house, the fish are able to see what the outside world looks like, but they just can't get to it.
Oh, man. Yeah, I got to work on that. I don't know. It's new to me.
I mean, I didn't think the tank was dirty. I wasn't picking on you.
No, I know that.
It's just Jenny, between you and me.
I know.
Jenny calls me and
I'm sure.
Fucking guy in the fucking fish tank and this fucking guy
distraught.
broke the fucking vacuum cleaner again. Yeah, I gotta hear.
Had to get a new vacuum.
Yeah. Well, my other thought was to let Little Bear clean it.
I know you mentioned that. You said all I gotta do is hold her by her back legs and then what? Just just dunk her in and out. What are her paws?
Well, every 10, 15 minutes, you're going to want to pull her out completely and check.
Oh, okay. 10 to 15, huh?
I would say somewhere in that. The water can get, even though the water, what's a tropical tank? What's the temperature? 78?
Yeah, it's in the 70s. Yeah, upper 70s.
Okay. That's still a little cold for a cat, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, we might want to turn it up a little before we dunk it.
You know what you do? You drop a chicken cutlet in the bottom of the tank to entice her.
Oh yeah.
Plus, the fish will eat that, and it'll help keep the tank clean.
I wonder if the fish will eat the chicken cutlet.
Nothing like a rotting chicken cutlet to help keep your tank clean.
Oh yeah.
So what's your cleaning? Do you have the vacuum?
So I got a siphon thing, right?
So you disrupt the gravel.
Yeah. And I don't think I disrupted enough gravel, because I used just the regular port for it. And there is one that is like a little gravel disruptor.
The Disrupto 2000, I believe it was.
Which I think, gets the shit off the rocks.
Okay.
So maybe I didn't do that. I don't know. I skipped something. But like I said, I'm new at this.
If you can add more aeration underneath your gravel, that'll keep the very pleasant hue of fish shit suspended in the tank longer and able for the filter to pick it up.
Yeah. And now, that's the other thing. What about the filter? How often is that gotta get cleaned out?
Oh no. Nah, the filter? Never.
Oh.
It'll last the life of the fish.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
Oh,
Whether that's a day, a week, or a year.
Now, does that include even if I shit in the tank?
I don't know if the warranty is gonna still be good on that, but our friend Dave, or as I like to call him, the YouTube investigator.
Yeah, man.
He's messaged you some stuff about filter bags and stuff of that nature.
Oh, thank you, Dave. Yeah, I didn't clean the filter the last time. Maybe that I didn't know.
Jenny, you're gonna have to put down a list of procedures.
Every 4 weeks, she says. Every 4 weeks, what? I clean the water out, but what about the filter? I didn't know about the filter.
No, I think the comment went past. The first thing she wrote was, "I beat the shit out of him."
And then it's every 4 weeks. That's pretty much how it works.
Oh, fighting male turtles in Lawrence's nephew's tank. If they can be feisty, those little bastards. I think Linda had turtles.
Oh,
Eric's got a turtle, or at least one. Well, that got you, huh? Fighting male turtles.
Yes. Sorry, I never even heard of such a thing, but okay, yeah, I believe.
Is this something we could bet on?
Yeah.
I mean, I assume the fights are really fucking slow.
I know, they're just like. Or do they do those headbutt things? You ever see when the turtles will fucking like do the little headbutts?
Oh yeah, they smash each other like giraffes.
Yeah, they're crazy.
Like a giraffe.
Like a giraffe. Gareth. A garaffe.
Yeah, but fish are nice to have. It's good, very relaxing, especially for your kind.
Yeah, I'm really surprised the cat hasn't tried to get into those fucking fish, man.
Doesn't show any interest.
No. I just, growing up watching Tom and Jerry, it was, you
would think he'd be pulling around in there.
Pulling around in there, trying to catch the fish. The owner comes in yelling,
So you're saying Tom and Jerry wasn't like 100% accurate and true?
I'm finding it to be. Yeah. I mean, here's another example. One day, there was a mouse in my fucking kitchen eating the fucking cat food, and the fucking cat was sitting in the dining room watching the fucking mouse eat his food. He didn't do shit. And I got this cat.
Who trained this fucking cat?
I did.
Oh, never mind.
So I learned from this farmer. He said, you feed your cat too much. That's the problem. You got to back off on feeding your cat.
Okay, yes, you've told me this.
And your cat will bring you fucking mice.
This theory.
It's true. And then she started bringing a bunch of mice, and I said, okay, that's enough of that.
That's enough of that. Start feeding her again.
We'll meet somewhere in the middle here. Okay?
I don't need this many fucking mice in the fucking hamper.
Yeah. It's like, holy shit.
I had an extremely good mousing dog.
Really? Yeah, huh?
Killed 4 mice, lined them all up neatly.
Was it like a small dog? Like a
No. Same size as Rocky.
Wow. And he would kill mice?
Yeah. Yes. Golden Lab mix.
Rocky would be scared.
Yeah, she would catch a chipmunk, maybe 1 or 2 chipmunks a year
Wow.
that I knew of.
It's a fast dog, man.
And then
They do it though, yeah.
she started coming back with fucking deer bones.
Oh, fuck.
I guess a deer must have died somewhere between my property and the neighbor, like back here.
Yeah.
And
Dug it
a
up.
couple bleached up bones. That must have been on the surface because they were bleached. So, but yeah, I don't know if she would go fishing either.
That's nasty. Fucking animals bringing back dead bones and shit.
They were clean though, so I didn't care. There was
Yeah, I
no
guess so.
fucking shit hanging off of them.
What did Dave say? We used that stuff in my 55-gallon salt tank. Kept the water crystal clear.
He sent you some information.
The stuff that
Yeah.
you sent. Okay.
Well, no, what he's talking about there is Everclear. You pour once a week. You pour a bottle of Everclear, in the
Everclear
tank.
into the tank.
Yeah.
Just one bottle?
Just 1/5
Or as my grandmother would say, one bottle?
bottle, a fifth of Everclear in the tank. And first of
Okay.
all, the fish will swim a lot slower.
Oh, they do.
Sometimes upside down.
Easier to catch that way.
Yeah, they like to show off. But yeah, the Everclear, as the name suggests,
Yeah, right. Keeps
will
it clear
keep
forever.
keep your water ever clear. Seems perfectly logical to me.
Who'da thunk it?
Who'd have guessed?
Interesting. What did you do this week? Were you busy this week?
Not as busy as I'd like to be.
Okay.
I worked some. I healed some.
Yeah, how's the PT going?
I moved the PT. I made them. I didn't want to deal with fucking ice at 7:00 in the morning on Monday. So I called up. I said, "Can we change my PT?" They put me at 140, and I walked in there, and she was like, "Oh wow, you're like a different person." And I said, "Yes, I sent my friend for me because I hate PT." No, I said, "Well, yeah, the mornings is the fucking worst. I wake up, my fucking ankles 3 times the size." So we've moved most of my physical therapy now to the afternoon.
Okay. Give
So
it time to go down so that
Yeah.
maybe take some Motrins and shit to take down and some swelling.
Yep, absolutely.
Shit like that so you could actually use it. And then, yeah, I get it, man. I get it. I
Yeah.
get it. I had PT today too. It sucks, you know. I had to do like, let's move this way and fucking go like this.
Okay.
And,
Okay. Well, she followed half the instructions.
yeah, right.
Did you have to do the chicken
I had
dance?
to do this back here. All these like different exercises.
Because I paid extra for the chicken
Oh, you
dance.
Is that what that dance was she had me doing?
Yeah, well, it does exercise the shoulder.
Okay. It was like okay.
Where can I enter my trombone?
Well,
Well, I imagine whatever end you cut, I would let it cool off first. But
well, I don't know. You
I
know,
don't
Eric,
know.
I would think you'd have to Google that. You know, I'm sure there's competitions where you can enter a Stromboli.
you know what I think, though? I think the only fair way to do this is for Eric to drop a Stromboli off at my house so that I can review.
I think that's probably a great idea.
Probably the way to go.
Yeah.
I have yet to try Eric's Stromboli.
Yeah, it's really good. It's really, really
That's-
good.
that's what I hear.
Yep. Everybody enjoys it.
You've sang the praises of Eric Stromboli.
Yes. Yes, I have.
So I wanted to talk a little bit about superstitions.
Oh, let's do this, man.
So, and I really would love for this vast and deep audience to chime in with their superstitions. as
Sure.
well. But
Love to hear it.
you're a person with a lot of superstitions.
Yeah, I know, but you know,
They're
you're
not-
right.
They're
I
not
can't deny
superstitions
that.
if they're real.
You know what it is? Being raised by my grandmother and stuff,
Well, that's where I was headed.
it's just that's how they were. They were very superstitious, So yeah, so they kind of passed that on to me. And while in my mind, I'm like, I know this isn't real, but it's somewhere in the back of my head, I'm like, well, just in case it is. just in case it is real, the superstition. I'm like, I still follow through with certain things. Yeah.
You say certain things. Now we have an hour and 40 minutes. Are you able to list all those things in that time?
I could do it slowly. I can.
I thought you'd have to do it fastly,
like this.
So I know. Lauren says, "Don't spill salt. Toast it over your left shoulder." Do you do that?
Yes, of course I do.
You do a lot of things with salt.
Yeah, I go around the perimeter of my property, and I sprinkle salt all around the perimeter of my property.
Now, how do you do that? With the shaker?
Yeah, I know Jenny buys me the big cylinders,
Well, because walking the perimeter of the property, that's a lot of linear feet.
My neighbors, they probably think I'm fucking crazy, but whatever.
And how often do you do this?
At least twice a year, sometimes more. Depends, but at least twice a year.
Are there any events that could possibly happen that would make you do it more often?
Yeah, I mean, if something shitty, like God forbid, like maybe somebody came to my house and I didn't care for them or something, or I got a bad vibe from them.
Okay,
I would pour the salt and kind of in hopes that they won't come back, and I wouldn't invite them back, but that would, in case they came back.
I've seen that work.
It might work, Did you happen to throw the salt in their eyes?
No, I've seen it work in your case.
Oh yeah, exactly.
A certain large proboscis ninja.
Seemed to keep him away. Yeah. So
I mean, what else?
Something else I do. I'm trying to. I think I did do it when we moved into our house here, but I believe I did. Is sprinkled salt on the floors of the house, and then kind of you broom them around, brush the salt around with the broom.
Mm-hmm.
And then you could vacuum it up.
So do you use a fucking quickie broom, or do you use
like a broom, like a regular broom?
But you should be using an old-fashioned bundle of I don't know, flaxseed or whatever the fuck it is.
My grandmother would take the same broom and then she would bang it underneath the beds, bang it under the beds,
chase the evil spirits out.
Yeah, in the closets, bang it.
Eric says every season you should do it.
Oh, I did salt the house. See,
and what about
inside the house? I put salt on the floors.
What's this about poppy seeds?
Who says this?
Garlic cloves get put up in the house. Bad spirits don't like it, but if the evil spirit is Italian, then garlic makes them hang out.
Yeah, that I don't know about.
Burning sage is a big thing. Yes, I know that.
Also, when I pour the oil into the pot, into water, you could see how many enemies you have, and you can cut the bubbles, and then you say a prayer when you cut the bubbles, and then it kind of like cancels out whatever their bad will they have for you.
How's that working out?
I don't know, but I still do it. I do it. I did it today when I was making the pasta.
Jenny says I also have a witch ball.
Yeah, Jenny has a witch ball that she hangs. It's in our house when you come in through the sliding door. It's been there for as long as we've been there. It's been there. It's just this glass ball that hangs, and I guess it keeps spirits out or something. Bad spirits.
I like this thing with
you liking the salt?
Cutting the bubbles on the
oil.
On the oil.
Yeah, you pour your olive oil in. You'll see it'll all scatter at first, and then slowly until
it goes together.
Yeah, it all comes together. But in still water, not in boiling water or water that you're heating, just in a bowl or something. Sometimes it won't come together. Sometimes you'll have 2, maybe 3 spots. And those are supposed to be the people that don't like you. And the bigger the spot, the more hate they have for you.
Did you know still waters run deep?
I do know that. I
Okay.
heard that once.
Okay, just want to make sure.
I think they might even wrote a few songs about that.
It would be a good thing to write a song about if there's not one. Egg cleansing. I'm not sure what egg cleansing. Jenny says the witch ball is supposed to water for evil spirits. She got it in New Paltz, New York, when she lived there.
So
I don't know what egg cleansing is.
Egg cleansing?
If it has anything to do with cracking an egg over one's head, we're gonna do this tonight on the show.
Cleansing is a thing. I wonder what that's all about, as they would say in Canada.
Paul says, not me, but my wife and her family. No keys on the table. If you leave the house and forgot something, you have to wait 5 minutes before you can leave. Okay.
Wow. Okay. Boy, I'd really be late for everything.
Yeah, I don't think I really have any of these.
You don't sprinkle salt over your shoulder. You don't.
No. I'll purposefully walk under a ladder.
Oh no, man. No, you cannot. I make everybody walk backwards through the fucking ladder, and then I make them apologize, and I make them say cheese and rice 3 times in a row.
And what does cheese and rice do?
I worked around this guy, and he was maybe Jehovah's Witness or something. I don't know what his exact religion was, but he took offense to me saying Jesus Christ all the time. So I would just say cheese and rice, just so I wouldn't have to hear him cry about me saying Jesus Christ.
Sounds like a Jehovah's Witness to me.
So, yeah. But it worked out. Hey, Tony, how you doing? How's things going in the parking lot there, buddy?
What the fuck is up? That
Please.
Tesla has 14 fucking cameras on it.
It's got sensors that tell you.
It wasn't like it was a spot in between 2 cars. There was at least 2 spots there.
Well, there was a whole parking lot there. Yeah.
Well, that's true too. So egg cleansing is taking an egg and running it across your body to cleanse yourself of the evil eye and unwanted evil eye.
Hold on a second. Now, is the egg, is it hard boiled or is it just right out the fridge? Because I'd like to know, because
or is it cracked?
If it's hard boiled, I'm gonna enjoy that.
Or do you crack it and then just slather yourself up?
You just be like, smear the egg. You rub the egg.
Then you let it dry.
Does he mean like a good egg rub?
A good egging. I think that's what he means. A good egging.
It's taking an egg and running it across your body. You mean like just holding it and just?
So all polls are OCD related, and that I can understand. All light switches need to be in the same direction, which is a big exercise if you got fucking switches at the top and the bottom of your stairs.
Okay, yeah.
The radio volume has to be on an even number. Interesting. Okay. When I'm not on the proper medication, if I was be flipping through my music list on my phone and I look away for a second and I know I flipped past it, I would have to go back.
Really?
To see what it was.
It's like an addiction.
Checking the door if it was locked a million fucking times now. Gives a fuck.
The door. I know. I don't care anymore. I got 2 dogs on the other side.
Yeah.
Go for it.
I feel as if I drop money and don't make an attempt to pick it up, it's wasteful.
Oh, money! I never leave money on the floor. Not if I drop a penny, I pick it up because I don't want to be like think that I am too good.
Yeah, that's my thought exactly.
Yeah. I might need that one day.
Raw and washed with spring water. Jesus Christ, this fucking egg thing gets bigger every
I gotta
day.
wash a raw egg. But I'm saying, is the egg cracked?
No, I believe you keep it in the shower. It's gonna be hard to wash a cracked raw egg. That's gonna be a fucking
okay.
You're gonna need some cheesecloth or something to get that done.
So we're gonna wash the egg in a nice spring water, and then just kind of caress myself with it.
Yes.
If that's how you want to say that.
Okay, I suppose caress is a word you could use if you absolutely fucking had to. So I wish my brother was here because I don't remember my family having any. My father's mother, my Italian grandmother, one thing she would do is she would cut the end off of a cucumber, and she would rub the end around the cucumber so it would take out the bitterness, which we all know doesn't happen.
That's just not true.
Does absolutely nothing.
Well, how about this? Did you ever do
no,
where they would because we did it. You take like a wedding ring and you hang it from a string to see if the woman was having a boy or a girl.
I've never been involved in that.
Oh, they used to do that shit.
I've taken wedding rings and thrown them into lakes.
I've done that.
No, but I've seen that maybe on TV or some shit. Yes, I'm aware of it.
My grandmother's house used to do that.
That's how Rail found out he was having a girl.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The whole wedding ring.
Wedding ring on a string trick. Yep.
Ring on a string, they call it.
Oh, yeah. The old ringer stringer, huh?
Yeah.
The old ringity stringity.
All right. That's funny. Did you just say ringity stringity? Yeah, I believe that's quite enough.
You can stop there. Oh, shit. Sorry.
I think we missed something. Linda says Jenny Vaccarino need a few more. So Jenny says she turned away somebody that was trying to walk underneath her ladder.
Yeah, man. That's bad luck, man. You can't do that. No way. Especially on a construction job.
Is it badity luckity?
It's
so no, there's a difference between bad luck and industrial accident.
Yeah,
because maybe you guys weren't wearing your fall arresters or your tool tethers or something like that.
Or because some guy walked under my ladder and tripped and knocked my fucking ladder over or something.
You were never on a fucking ladder. You were too busy wandering around places.
I mean, Jenny might have fallen off. I used to hold the ladder for her.
Oh, Linda Lopez taking responsibility. She ate all of the breadsticks. Rail got screwed out of the endless breadsticks.
This is the second time now.
Yeah.
This is the second time.
Rail's going to call corporate, and we're all going to get in trouble. And
no, you know what's going to happen? They're going to start putting limits on.
It's not going to be endless.
Yeah, it's going to be 10-stick limit.
Or it's going to say endless, and in very small writing underneath, Puerto Ricans, please don't apply.
Yes. Please move along.
Keep it going.
No churros here. Or whatever they call those things.
Yeah, so walking on, none of that shit. Stepping on cracks.
Oh, I'm not big into. Yeah, I try to avoid that. I do things like that. Yeah, any of your basic superstitions.
Any of your pretty much run-of-the-mill superstitions.
Yeah,
I got them.
Circle.
I suffer from them.
I'm big with the salt, and yeah, I just believe you move into a new house, you should, sprinkle the salt around and hit it with the broom, all that shit.
Linda says she was hungry and it was too cold to go out shopping, and she ran fresh out of coconuts.
Oh, sorry, Linda. Sorry.
No, I feel bad.
Well, we'll see what we can do about that.
See if we can maybe get some Taco Bell together or something.
A nice Taco Bell, or hey, you know what I was thinking?
You want to go to Olive Garden?
No, pretty close though.
Oh boy.
Do you remember I believe it was called the Country Buffet or the Old Country Buffet? Do you know what I'm talking about? It was like,
I think so.
It was like a buffet
in the country,
but it was like American food, I guess you could say, like mac and cheese and like just shit like that, steak.
Yeah.
Do you remember that fucking place?
I remember the name of it, and I also now they have what's that other buffet place where you see on World Star all the time, where certain cultures of people are throwing chairs at each other.
That could either be the Waffle House, or it could be Shoney's.
No.
Golden Corral.
Golden Corral.
Oh yeah,
it's Golden Corral, and of course
you can get hurt there.
Every Chuck E. Cheese, you gotta go strapped. I don't go to Chuck E. Cheese unless I'm strapped.
Man. It was called the Old Country Buffet. See, Jenny. Oh, Eric remembers. See.
Oh, okay. Rail said, "What about throwing change in somebody's new car?"
Yes, I do that.
I tend to do that. Of more, I don't think it's going to bring you good luck. It's particularly since I usually throw the change while you're driving away. But
throws it at your face,
at your face at a great velocity,
like crisp 30.
Yeah, actually load a bunch of dimes into a shotgun shell. But yeah, so yeah, that's one. I didn't even think of that. Yep.
Oh, shit.
Yep. Everybody's Old Country Buffet.
Yeah, it was a good place, man.
Yeah.
Jenny's fond of the Golden Corral. She's a Golden Corral girl, if you will.
Okay. Now I went to the Golden Corral once for fights, and some ribs came out. Like, how do you beat that?
They're freshly cracked.
Yes. Yes. It's dinner and a show.
Yeah, I know, man. Yeah, what I'm trying to get at is, and I hope I don't sound mean saying this. Like,
I hope you do.
Like, I'm surprised we don't have one around here. Like, you would just think a place like that would do well around here. I think it would, but it doesn't. I guess not. Just saying.
Eric, turn off the show for a minute. I've lost enough friends. There seems to be particular restaurants and styles of restaurants that attract a particular consumer.
Yeah,
and I just don't think that we have that many of those that type of consumer.
I got you.
Yeah. It's the same reason why we don't have fucking carts where people sell coconut scrape ice. Because what's he going to sell to Linda and 3 other Puerto Ricans in the area and then go home?
I get you. Okay, I'm sorry. My bad.
Rel says Golden Corral, home of the sparsely covered COVID bar, disguised as a salad station. So what you're saying is I'm not supposed to take the ladle out of the soup and try the soup and then put it back?
I don't like when people like cross, even if I'm getting the same foods again, I don't like when they cross-contaminate the utensils. So you get like maybe the mac and cheese prongs or some shit with like, like the fish stick prongs, like the guy just fucking took one and then he left them in there.
What kind of Golden Corral are you going to where the fish sticks are an arm's distance from the mac and cheese?
I'm making an example.
It's supposed to be a certain way.
I might be in the English section. They're into fish and chips and they like their mac and cheese.
Good save. That 1 or 2 Englishmen that go there in a year are gonna really be fucking happy.
That's why they have their whole own section, the English section.
Yes,
there's tea there as well.
English section, their own. I get what you're saying. Okay, it's not that kind of show.
Ohio, yes, Jenny, I got you. Yep. That's where we went to
eat and go. But you were in a fucking ghost town in Ohio. Where'd you find a Golden Corral,
dude?
You had to go a ways.
If anybody's listening from Ohio, I'm sorry. I've never been anywhere so strange in my whole fucking life ever.
Yeah, you said Ohio was
fucking life,
weird,
man. And I don't ever want to go back there for any reason ever. And that Golden Corral fit right the fuck in there. We went and ate. It was like we were like eating with zombies and shit. It was just fucking strange.
But
man.
nobody seemed happy to be able to eat as much as they possibly
Dude, you know,
could.
we were in this Toledo, right? Is it Toledo? Yeah, the major city there, right?
Laurel Ridge, Aaron.
It's a huge fucking city. There's no people in it, man. It's like a fucking ghost town everywhere you
That's
go.
so weird.
There's no, and then we leave the city and we go to like the outskirts where like we were staying, and even less people. Like there's no fucking. I don't understand how the state even functions, man.
Real says it was Golden Corral and a tire center.
Yeah, exactly, Rel. That's what it was. And then it's like there was only 2 people that I spoke to the whole fucking time that were from there, and they were coming up to me asking me for fucking money while I'm pumping gas because they were trying to get home. They said, you know,
Home to where?
I don't know. You know, they had that fucking crazy look in their eyes. You know, that meth head look.
Aaron says, imagine if the restaurant across the road from us turned into a Hooters. Think of the revenue this county could bring in.
Oh yeah, my grandmother
Worked at Hooters.
believe it or not, that
You
was
never told me
her.
this.
That was her favorite place to go for a burger. Was Hooters, and she would like to go there for a burger and a beer. She used to get a Budweiser.
Would you smack that ass?
You know, I don't know if she did or not. You know, she may have. I don't know. But yeah, I always found that it's just so odd that my grandmother. She's like, "Oh, it's really good burgers," though. She said.
Yeah, I guess, you know, if you...
She was much of a food. She was like a food aficionado. So, you know, if the food was good, I guess she didn't care what the fuck they were wearing.
She was a bit of a foodie.
I've never eaten there before, but I don't know. I mean, how are their burgers? Have you ever eaten at one of those places?
In Texas. I think I had chicken wings.
But is it like fast? Is it like a, you know?
I think the food quality is pretty good. I don't know how it is now. I mean, going
Yeah,
back.
my grandmother
quite a
always
few
raved
years.
about that shit.
Yeah. We need a good
Good
burger
Hooters.
joint. Good Hooters.
Yeah, I mean,
We could put it in Milford. And it'll only be guys working there.
here's what I don't understand, right? Probably close to, I don't know, 15, 20 years ago, there was a bar right off of 402 out the back gate there, you know? You know what I'm talking about?
Peck's Pond.
And that place was packed all the time, man.
And they had great burgers.
Yeah, and like sometimes you would have to get a reservation to fucking just to get a table if you wanted to sit in the restaurant area and eat there.
Yeah.
But the bar was always packed, man.
I spent
And then
few
all of a
nights
sudden
there.
it just wasn't.
Yeah, they changed hands, and then I believe there was some kind of tax issue, and
yeah,
a lot of stuff went on. But yeah,
that's
I don't
like
know.
we don't have
Like Jenny
anything
says,
like
a
that
diner, a Waffle House. Chaz Henderson. Oh, Chaz, hey, Chaz. Says we need a Waffle House.
here. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Waffle House, that'd be great.
I think though they should put
Just so we have
the
like
Waffle
food
House.
and entertainment.
Yeah, in a boxing ring.
I got the boxing ring.
Yeah, yeah. I think we definitely need a. And Eric says Dave and Buster's.
Yeah, something, man. I don't know. You know, like it's like you either have to drive if you want something even similar to that. You have to drive to Middletown or to Scranton, right? I mean, where else are you gonna go?
More or less. Rail says his mom like Hooters, but he's pretty sure she goes for the fur burgers.
Oh, she likes those better,
Yes.
huh? Yeah,
Yes.
the old fur burger.
Linda says I'm always up for a good burger. I don't care where it's at.
Yeah, as long as it's good. You know, Jenny likes a good burger. She's big on she's like one of those people. It's got to be really good. So,
Well, I mean, you like to burn them.
yeah, I mean, I'm not. Listen. At the end of the day, it's chopped meat. You know what I mean? Although I have to say, I did have how you say Wagyu burger,
Yes, had a fancy Wagyu burger,
and it was medium to medium well.
yeah.
Oh man, that thing was. I'm not gonna lie, that was fucking really good.
Yeah.
I didn't think there was gonna be like a big deal. I'm like, whatever, people in there fucking bullshit, but that was some good shit, man.
So when you buy that package, that you can use to make burgers or a meatloaf.
Yeah.
What do you call it?
Chopped meat.
Chopped meat.
Yeah.
Not ground beef.
I call it chopped meat because
I call it chopped meat too.
Well, because you're realistic. I worked at a produce department right next door to the butchers, for years. And I saw what goes into chopped meat, and it ain't, it's chopped meat. It's not always everything you think. It's meat.
Oh yeah.
Like face meat.
Like I love a good tender face meat.
It's fucking,
Did you ever eat growing? Yeah, Linda says ground
beef.
Did you ever eat growing up gabatel?
I don't.
Sheep face?
No, I have not.
No, I haven't had the pleasure.
No, I think that'd be more my grandmother's speed. If I had it, I didn't know. They used to feed me all kinds of shit and then tell me like years later that that's what I was eating. They'd be like, "Oh, yeah, that was a fucking sheep's fucking head or something."
That was
And
the
you're
neighbor.
Like, oh, that was the sheep. Oh, I ate some tongue. That's awesome. Thank you. I had liver. All that shit.
Yep, Paul's chopped meat as well. Paul is
Chopped
team
meat.
chopped meat.
It's chopped meat. Listen, there's no guarantee that's all beef in there, man. There's, you gotta see the fucking mess that comes out of. It's a mess. Let's just say
Well, it's not so much
mess.
the mess isn't so much what comes out; it's
Just-
what goes in on the other side.
And the thing is, just because it came from a cow doesn't mean it's beef. I mean, an eyeball isn't necessarily fucking beef. Okay. You know what I mean? Just because it came from a cow.
Yeah, I think that's reasonable to say. I think that's reasonable.
Right? So that's why we call it chopped meat.
Oh, Rail is a team chopped meat.
Chopped meat. That's what it is.
Lauren says, I never eat chopped meat. I will eat curry goat. Yeah, I guess it's just...
goat is good. I've had goat. I've had goat or lamb. I've had, I don't know, goat or lamb, one or the other. Whatever they sacrifice at an African wedding, that's what I fucking had. Is it a lamb?
What? so let's rewind, shall we?
Okay.
Tell me more about this wedding.
So my cousin, as you know, she married this guy from Africa, right?
Okay.
So they got this tradition in Africa where he comes from, when you get married, as soon as the priest says you're married, they cut this goat's throat or the lamb's throat, like they sacrifice the lamb and then they cut it up and they fucking cook it and they do all the shit. So I was at the wedding, and I guess because you can't do that here, you're not supposed to do that. Maybe, I don't know. In America, I don't know.
Yeah, it's probably not.
So what they did was,
particularly if you just cut his throat, right? They don't beat it with fucking
no, they just cut his throat. I believe that's what I was told. So, but what they did was they called Africa. Their family in Africa was on the phone. So when the priest in America said that they were officially married, they cut the throat of the goat or the lamb in Africa.
Oh.
But we had in America, they had prepared this lamb or whatever the fuck it was.
Whatever the
it was good though.
Was.
Yeah, it was delicious.
I make these lamb kebabs for gyros that is delicious. I love lamb. I absolutely love lamb.
It had to be lamb then. It was really good, man.
Real says goat cheese tastes like wild cheetah ass. I actually like goat cheese. And I like wild cheetah ass.
I guess I like that too.
Back that ass up, wild cheetah.
I love all kinds of cheeses. I don't think I've ever had a cheese that I didn't like.
You're a lover of cheeses.
I'm fine cheeses at that.
Okay. Fine cheeses and fine salted meats.
Today I took some pizza dough and I just made some simple pizza dough bread and I stuffed it with cheese, pecorino romano, and fucking shredded mozzarella, and then I put chunks of mozzarella inside. I sprinkled garlic salt into the dough, Italian seasoning.
Hey, you had a blowout.
Yeah, one of them blew out. I didn't slice the top or open enough, so the cheese on the inside on the one part found its weakest link, I guess you could say.
Big spot blew
out the side, but
those things will happen.
Still delicious, man. Oh,
what else did you make? I stopped by your house and I was
introduced
to some beautiful smells.
I had a simple sauce going, nothing crazy, and I put it in the slow cooker with some Italian sausages for 13 hours. I diced up an entire onion.
Talk about an unlucky fucking number,
right?
13.
That's another thing. And I diced up a whole onion. I put it in there, and I even put some potatoes in, these little tiny potatoes, and they soaked up all the sauce. And when you just press them with your fork, they're just super soft. It's perfect. It was delicious after all that time sitting in a slow cooker.
Eric wants to know if you have pizza or stromboli left from Sunday. What do you got? This fucking you got a underground fucking railroad of foods coming from Eric's house. House.
No pun intended. He did that fundraiser for the school to raise money for I believe for the school swim team for Wallenpopak.
And where did this happen?
At the steer barn. He had the kitchen going, and he was cooking pizzas and strombolis. I believe that was what the menu was. And the money went towards, the school, the school, some sort of maybe a scholarship or something for one of the swim team members gets a scholarship, And
then I think Eric's going to be there on Friday now. I'm not sure.
Well, like every Friday or
no, but this Friday I believe he's going to be there. I'm not sure if it's another fundraiser or.
Okay, cool. Well, I'll pop in if I can. I got that guy stopping by Friday, so we'll see.
I was thinking about some unusual foods people eat. My grandfather used to drink, and I've had it, milk and Pepsi.
Yeah, I've had it. I'm not I've never gone out of my way for it. It was something my grandfather would have.
Yeah, it was like a grandparently thing.
I'm trying to think. Yeah, I'm kind of boring the older I got. I just drink water now, pretty much, and coffee.
I shocked our friends a couple of years ago. The lovely Linda Lopez and myself and the Torellas went to a Brazilian meat restaurant.
Yeah. See, I've never done that yet.
Yeah,
There's something.
We're going to have to do that. And
I always wanted to try that.
My eyes bugged out when the chicken hearts came because I love chicken hearts.
That I can't do.
Have you had them?
No.
The nice thing about chicken hearts is they're versatile. You could take them, you could put them in a baggie, take them to the movies. They're nice, bite-sized.
Oh,
you pop them in your mouth. Oh, you have a delicious treat there. Delicious snack.
I can't.
Nice chicken heart. Nice organ meat snack.
Ugh.
Delicious.
That's the kind of shit that you eat in a survival life or death situation. You know what I mean? That's not your.
I don't think I'd be at a Brazilian steakhouse and consider myself life or death.
I would say that to the Brazilian, what would you call the person that brings it around? A steakineer, a steakinado? I would tell the person that carts the fucking meats around, get that shit the fuck out of here.
Well, they would, and they would not. They would not bring it to you, but yeah. And then, my grandmother used to make this chopped chicken liver. Like a pate with little pieces of hard-boiled egg in it, and you would put it on a cracker, like very sophisticated.
Yeah,
it's a sophisticated eating experience.
I've heard of that shit before. No, thank you.
Oh, it's so good. It's not raw. It's cooked.
Eric, chicken liver pate. For Christ's
love
sake, Eric, come
love
on.
Love it.
What do you guys? I mean, you guys, why don't you just eat their fingernails while you're at it?
Never have chicken fingers?
Oh, is that what that is?
That's what that is.
I thought those were Chinese noodles.
Ground up fucking chicken fingernails. You make it into a you ground up into a powder, and then you add milk to it. It becomes a slurry, a chicken fingernail slurry.
Livers and hearts.
Now the gizzard or the neck, that was all my mother. She could deal with that shit. My mom liked that.
See, that's my grandmother. She'd eat the face right off a goat, man. She didn't care, man. I'm telling you, man.
But that's what Gabatella is.
Oh,
it's fucking head of a goat just staring back at you.
Yeah, she'd eat that shit. She'd have all kinds of shit floating in the water.
My grandmother used to have it kind of that beautiful chicken liver pate. She used to have pretty much on the regular. You could find it in one of those little 1 pound containers in the refrigerated section, the old Weiss supermarket. Maybe it's a freezer.
What, the pate?
Just a bunch of chicken liver stuffed into a plastic container. Do with what you may.
Ew. No, thank you.
You know how hard it must be to lace in those Brazilian steakhouse, they come and the meat is on a sword.
Okay.
You know how hard it must be to get those chicken hearts on that sword without splitting them? They're not that big. They're like the size of your thumb.
What do? You just take the shit off you? I don't understand. Tell me about hold the fuck on, because I'm not with hold the fuck on. So I got to go somewhere and eat where they're bringing fucking swords with meat on it and shit. And what? Everybody's fucking yanking on the fucking meat. What are we doing here? What are we doing? Hey, Omar.
Okay. No, they don't do that. They don't just take a fucking sword, hang it over the table, and you fight with your
you
diners.
Want that piece? You gotta slide it off.
Yeah. Because what if you want a piece 3 pieces in?
Well, you gotta wait.
Linda Lopez gives me 3 hearts.
Oh, nasty, Linda.
No, so I've been to a couple different ones, and some of them, they have a hello, Barbie. Oh my God, we have to go there. Yes, we absolutely do. We got to go there, get a group to get whatever. I don't care.
Yeah, let's do it.
So in this place, it's a green and red puck. Green means bring me meat. Red means give me a break.
Okay.
I've seen it with little flags.
Oh my God.
Or they'll have one for the whole table and not individual.
Now,
and then they come over with the sword of meat. And they say, do you want this? And you say yes. And they slice it a piece or 2 off over your plate. Not like fucking savages.
Oh my God.
This isn't like...
Do they salt it for you too? Do they do their little fucking salty dance?
Not when I went. But if they did, I'd be punching that fucking... I'd hit them... As soon as they cocked it with the sword, I'd hit their fucking elbow in such a way that it takes out their orbital socket.
I would be glad to see you do that. Because, I got to tell you, I'm getting a little tired of these guys. I don't think I would enjoy being out eating and some guy's fucking banging a knife on the table. He's slicing my shit in my fucking face, and then he puts, you know what I mean? And then they fucking salting it, and then they pick it up and they fucking feed it to you. Get the fuck out of here.
You had me until...
You know what I'm talking about?
You had me until feed it to you.
You never seen the little midget guy? The little midget guy. Bullshit. The little midget guy. He puts a little fork in
it. Is this
a
TikTok video you saw?
Yeah, it's on TikTok. The little midget guy, and he fucking puts the little fork down, and he feeds. I'm like, I just had enough with the banging, the salt, flipping the salt.
Well, Lynn says just the look on your face going to a Brazilian steakhouse would be priceless.
I'd like to go, though. I'd like to experience it. I think Jenny would have fun there, too.
The reason they call it a Brazilian steakhouse is because nobody wears pants, and everybody is well shorn.
I was going to say, is it a nice Brazilian done?
Yes.
Well, interesting. Can I wear my shirt?
You may.
A long shirt.
Oh, the customers is optional,
Oh,
but the
okay.
employees, it's mandatory.
Okay, got you.
So, cousin Vinny's man, I forgot to give him his
Eric.
weekly reminder.
Eric's always great with his the meat never ends.
Yeah, you know what they say.
Yes, Eric, we know.
You know what they say. Have you ever had hibachi? I haven't.
Yeah, I have. I've had it a few times. I had it at this place in I believe it's Woodbury, New York, and it's called Gasho's. That's fucking been around a really long time. But yeah, I've had it there.
You know about
It was
that
really
place
good.
up on the hill?
No, that's towards Rockland. That's
Okay.
more towards Rockland. I know where you're talking about. I don't know the name. Is that Mount Fuji? That one?
That's
or-
where Jersey comes in.
Yeah, where
and
Jersey
into the
meets
thruway.
Rockland, right there.
Yeah. I've never been.
I've never been to that one.
I'd like to do hibachi. Do you think anybody, and forgive me, Dave, but do you think anybody actually likes sushi?
I mean, here,
I think the whole goal is to find something that tastes the least like a fucking fish tank that's been set in front of a window.
I don't know if I have ever. I could tell you, no, actually, I do know. I have never in my life been like sitting down and said, "Man, I could just, I gotta have some sushi."
I'd enjoy that fish, but it's
You know?
cooked.
Right.
And the cooking is what ruins it for me. You can't picture thinking that.
Yeah.
That's like saying, I love a good pork chop, but I prefer it not be cooked.
Right. Exactly. It's just, to me, it's a little straight. Like, did you ever see some of the looks of those fucking things? Like, there's one thing, I think it's called a dragon roll. That fucking thing looks like it'll give you fucking botulism or some shit. You ever see those fucking things?
Bad meat in a can.
Yeah, it's like bad meat in a fucking can. Tanya loves sushi, she says. What do you love about that shit? You like that mushy fucking, oh man, that you like that has a glaze on it, a nice silver, like that
Well, you got to
mucusy glaze to
you
it.
got to age sushi.
We gotta leave it out.
That's why the gas station sushi is so good, because it's pre-aged.
Oh, and what is it like? Do they kind of leave it uncovered to like let it air, or they let it sweat in those containers?
only on the last day.
Oh, okay. That's what they call a good airing.
Good airing. And then you take just like a popsicle stick and you scrape off some of that goo.
People are so sick. Yeah.
Dave said he could eat sushi every day. Chris says he likes his food cooked.
Right? Cousin Vinny says try cooked stuff. Shrimp tempura rolls are fire. Brian and Brody love it too. She got the whole house eating just fish. This one over here, telling you she's gonna get everybody sick.
Raw fish.
I can't. You can't get raw. You can't get fresh. Here's the thing about the sushi crowd. Okay, you listening here, Tanya? Here's the thing about the sushi crowd. They're like, no, you don't understand. They bring it in fresh every 2 days, every day, whatever, right? But we live in the fucking Poconos. There's no ocean here, okay? There's no such thing as fresh fish. I think we kind of overuse the word fresh.
Well,
does
say a 3 or 4 hour road trip take away the freshness altogether? Now, in all seriousness, for these people that insist on faking their love of sushi, from what I understand, believe it or not, that Weiss actually has pretty good sushi on Wednesday.
Yeah,
when
on
they
Wednesday,
bring it in fresh.
I don't,
By Sunday, it's developing a glaze, and that's when I strike.
I can't.
And then Monday and Tuesday, the sushi's half off. That's your best bet right there.
And the most I do is a California roll, but that's not really sushi. That's just rice and,
Stuff.
Yeah, it's nothing.
Now, if all the sushi
It's
was made
seaweed.
out of, like, if dolphin, say, was like the base ingredient, or a whale,
Uh-huh.
I'd eat more of it.
Well, if definitely was well.
Oh, yeah.
You know, because there's a shortage on them, so they must be good.
Ever have a nice whale blowhole sushi where you carve out the blowhole?
Oh, you carve it out.
Yeah, and pop that sucker out, and then you slice it thin, and you make sushi out of it.
See, look now. Barbie says Digman's Weiss. She's another Weiss sushi fan.
Dave says IGA and Hawley has their own sushi chef.
Jenny says Weiss has great sushi. She's another fan of the Weiss sushi.
And then cousin Vinny says ShopRite sushi is good.
That I could see 100%. ShopRite, absolutely. Yep.
I've tried it a
100%.
few times. I tried it at a very high end spot in Brooklyn, and just it became a thing of this one is not going to make me vomit, but
yeah,
like, I'll try anything.
But were you ever like, oh, I gotta have a spider roll thing?
Never.
Or whatever they want to call it.
Never. Unless they're fucking feeding me puffer fish. I like a good puffer fish.
You
I like a
nice
good
puffer?
trip to the hospital. I like a good paralyzed esophagus.
Nothing like it.
There really isn't.
When you can't swallow the medicine they got to give you.
That's why puffer fish is a great food on a first date.
You're like, no, here, try this.
Have another one. Barbie says no, Gio. I'm not real big on
your
it,
kids love it, huh?
Kids love it. Okay.
Yeah, mine do too. My oldest daughter loves it. My wife loves it.
And I guess there's a Mr. Sushi in Middletown. What's the difference between sushi and sushimi?
One is pronounced one way, and one you say the other.
Okay, so which one you used to call sushi?
I don't know. I don't know what the difference is.
Dave likes to go to Tsunami. Why do fucking restaurants like to name themselves? Asian restaurants like to name themselves after a disaster.
I know.
Like, I'm sure there's a Chinese restaurant somewhere where my grandmother was hit by a bus in Chinese.
Chinese.
Yeah.
Grandma, yeah.
Sashimi is like a slab of fish laying on top of rice. Oh, cousin Vinny knows how to fucking sell it.
Cousin Vinny is well versed in his
raw fish.
Yeah, he's got quite the palate, you might say, when it comes to foods. You know, he branches out. You could tell he branches out. You know,
he looks so small on Facebook, though.
Who?
His little arms branching out.
Oh yeah, well he's like me. You know,
wiry.
Yeah, wiry. You know.
Yeah, Dave said it says sashimi is fish on rice with no seaweed. Lawrence says essentially the same things. Because of it says I'm small as fuck. Yeah, just not a. I love seafood. Well, I love scrimps. I love the endless scrimps at the Golden Corral because you got to fight for them.
Oh, okay.
Even though they're endless.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I don't know.
That whole section always smells like cocoa butter. So
I'm trying to break away from the whole seafood thing.
Why? You teased this before. Now, I don't see you as somebody that was a big seafood eater to begin with.
I wasn't.
So why are you dangling this piece of information in front of me like it's earth-shattering?
I mean, it's like everything we cook that's like a seafood or whatever, right? It's like we always got to mask it with some shit. It's, you know, like you gotta, it's good. You just gotta put lemon on it, or or it's like
wasabi,
some shit on it. It's like, well, if it doesn't stand on its own, it's not good. That's how I see it.
I could eat a raw shrimp.
A raw shrimp.
Not a raw shrimp. Just a cooked shrimp with nothing on it.
I'm starting to see like
once
shrimp
the two assholes are cut out,
and like how you say crabs and all that shit. I'm starting to see them almost as like spiders and shit. I mean, would you eat a fucking spider?
No, but I eat a crab in a fucking heartbeat.
But all a crab is an underwater spider.
I know. But before you said they were aliens.
That's what I mean. But it's
an alien spider?
Yeah, it's an alien spider. Basically. It could live under the water.
I don't like raw clams. I tried those. My brother got me to try those in Maine. But I would try them again. But
I can
now,
taste them just thinking
but
about
now
it.
I'm on your side of the street.
Mm-hmm.
I want to, you know what I want to, where I want to try raw clams?
Where?
Any place where I can hear in the distance the gong of a buoy.
Okay.
Yeah, or see a flashing light,
somewhere fresh.
or just the water slapping up against the
You just want to get it, shuck it and jive, a little shucking and jiving.
little shucking and jiving. Eric likes Clam Casino.
Oh, that's good, Eric. Yep, the old Clam Casino. Oh shit.
I like fried shrimp. I like regular shrimp.
Popcorn shrimp, strawberry shrimp.
Red Lobster got the best shrimps. I do like to enjoy some lovely scrimps at Red Lobster. Some nice microwave scrimps.
Oh yeah, Red Lobster. Yeah, cousin Vinny's like, he says off top, he says, "Come get your freaking whiskey barrel lid." He says it's donezo.
Yeah, I gotta message him and
let's set that up. So we could do a nice presentation.
You know what? It's packaged nicely.
Be nice. It'll be nice. I'm looking forward to it, actually.
Yeah, Vinny, let me take a look at this lid here. Well,
It's pretty cool.
What you got going on the rest of the week? I'm sure we could find 45 minutes to buzz out.
I got time tomorrow. I got Friday at 1:00. I got a guy coming to do some training.
Do a little banging.
Yep. And he's getting ready for a fight, so he's going to use the facilities.
But he doesn't have a bathroom in his house.
No.
Okay.
So he's going to come take a shit over here. And then, but that's Friday. But tomorrow, wide open. Wide open.
Yeah, I'm not sure how my tomorrow looks. We'll see. So oysters. I think I've had, first of all, the best fresh, authentic clam is going to come from your White Castle. From the clam strips at White Castle.
Oh,
best.
Those
best.
Now, do you prefer the fresh oil or the 2-week-old oil?
If that's the oldest I can get, I'll take the 2-week.
With all the fun stuff floating in it.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I want when I have my clam strips, there's a half a chance I'm gonna find a tooth.
Oh. And you're like, what is that? And you're like, fuck it.
No, let me go. Excuse me, I have to go do a count in the bathroom. Nope, wasn't mine.
Wasn't mine.
No, so I think I've had like some fucking version of oyster strips, but I have not had enough oyster in different ways to be able to judge it. I like cooked clams, like stuffed clams. But it's almost clam adjacent. You know what I mean?
I know. It's like everything and a little bit of clam.
Dave Road always has my back. White Castle clam strips rule at 4 a.m. Jesus. Could you imagine?
David Road.
Seriously. Can you imagine? Especially with your sleep pattern.
Mm-hmm. Let's do it.
My ability to do anything for food and Dave's fucked up sleep pattern. Could you imagine if there was a White Castle close by?
Oh, I know. We'd
be there at 3:30 in the morning.
Remember when poor Jervis let us down and they lied? They fucking lied. How does a city get together and fucking lie about a restaurant coming to town and then just like go, oh, you're lying?
Well, don't tell anybody. But I hear the old Forklift Cafe.
Yeah.
It's going to be a White Castle.
Get the fuck out of here.
You heard it here first, folks.
Listen to what I'm telling you. If there is any truth to that, no, they're not. What are we gonna do? We're gonna drive your IROC Z down there.
Yeah. I need tires.
That's what I thought.
We gotta wait till after Christmas, though. I need tires.
Yeah, we'll bring it to the guy in Milford. He's got the used tires down there.
Look at this fancy fuck. Fried oysters with white truffle sauce and fried leek. Oh my god! But now, does that still have the same effect as a raw oyster?
But this is what I'm talking about. This is what I mean.
Got to dress it all up.
In order to eat that shit, right? You gotta put perfume on it. You know what I mean? You can't put a lob of shit on my plate without putting a little perfume on it. You know?
What kind of perfume?
Oh, like a nice, a nice Paco Rabanne.
You know what? I think I have that in the glove compartment of the IROC.
I thought so.
It's right under the Dracar. The 8 empty bottles of Dracar that are rattling around in the back seat.
God.
Yeah, I wonder if you cook an oyster, does it have the same effect on a male as it's, or maybe a female too? You know, the oyster's supposed to be an aphrodisiac.
Is it really?
That's what they say.
For who? For women?
Well, everything's an aphrodisiac for men. So
I know, right?
Fucking wind changes direction. You know.
Like, oh, yeah, I know. We can make anything sexual to anything, man.
Yeah. Linda Lopez LOLs because she knows.
We'll just change the tone.
I'm a fucking 12-year-old.
We'll just turn any answer into like a sexual tone. We'll just repeat your question. Like, how was your day? How was my day?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'll show you how my day was. You know, you want some water? Do I want water? Oh, I'll show you.
I'll water you. Crab legs. Okay. So here's two things. One, I've done that whole thing where I went down to fucking Delaware and we were going to the races and I got the big box of crabs dumped on the fucking table and the hammers and the whole 9 yards. Waste.
Yes. Okay.
Waste of time.
Thank you.
Waste of effort.
Again, yes. Keep saying it because you're preaching to the choir.
But so this is Charlie's whole thing. Charlie swears he doesn't.
Okay.
Charlie swears he doesn't eat chicken wings because they're too much work for too little payoff.
Okay, Charlie. Okay. You know what? I understand that, but I still eat them, even though I don't care for chicken. I still eat them, but I just won't eat all of it. I'll work at it until I feel I've worked enough at it, and then
all of it.
But I don't clean it. Like I don't.
Oh, like Jesse?
Like my daughter will fucking. You gotta rustle the bones out of her hands, otherwise she's gonna chew on them.
I used to know somebody that loved to eat the cartilage with like the chicken bone. And that even thinking about it.
I probably my kid probably does that shit. Doesn't tell me. Who the fuck knows?
That crunch. Oh my god, it's the worst thing in the world. Yeah. You know what? I'll be honest with you. And don't take this the wrong way. Everybody tells me they don't like chicken. Full of shit. You're bored of chicken. You don't dislike chicken.
No, chicken is another thing. Chicken is it is just another thing that you gotta put some bunch of shit on it to make it taste good.
Well, what really tastes fantastic just standing on its own?
A nice
steak. Definitely a steak.
That's what I mean, man.
But
like
your poultries and your seafoods, they might need a little dressing up.
You know, even I don't like pork chops sometimes, man. You don't got to do shit to them, man. You know,
a little adobo.
Maybe a little adobo. Adobo.
A little shaved coconut.
A little, yeah. Coconut a la shave.
Yes. Very fancy. Eric teach you that?
Yes, I learned that from Eric. With a nice a la shave sauce.
Truffle a la shaved. Freshly shorn truffle, sir. So crab legs, just crab legs and butter. Love them. And once you get good at it, especially if they're like I like the Apelio crab better, the thin ones, not the king crabs, because they don't hurt my delicate hands when I'm trying to crack them.
I understand.
You know?
Yeah. Usually I beat the kids about the head and face with them.
Oh, the head, neck, and shoulders.
It's a little.
They look like they got hit with a tenderizing hammer. Lobster tail, but I don't think I've had it. Really well made, but.
I used to be a big fan of lobster, and then one day I was eating lobster, and I asked myself, why am I such a fan of this shit? Because to me, anymore these days, all lobster tastes like rubbery And
Well, that's the thing for me. It's like the lobster tail. It's a texture thing. It's a little rubbery. But
I
then
can't
again,
fucking deal with
I
that
probably
shit.
I may have only had it at fucking Red Lobster. So the rubbery could be microwave.
Yeah, I know. Like Red Lobster, I know.
But
It's
what
like,
else?
when I was in the Keys, we had some lobster. I mean, it was caught fresh that right there that day. Like, but it was like, I was the crab. Forget it. That was fucking delicious, man.
I mean, I've had scungili that you still spitting the salt water out.
See, I like when you could sometimes you could actually taste the salt water in the meat, like because it's like Alaskan king crab. Have you ever had that?
Oh yeah.
That you could actually taste like that fucking ocean. I can't explain it, man. That's good tasted shit. I'll give you that.
What do you eat? What do you eat on a fucking lobster though? Like they got the fucking little arms. And
It's
they
all
got
the
the
same
little
shit.
flippers in the back.
It's all the same shit. And
Claw-
that's it. They give you butter,
Claws
and fucking lemons.
yeah.
That's
maybe
it.
the tail and maybe the claw.
I'm not a fan. I think lobster's losing its popularity here in America. I think if we took a survey, you'd find that lobster's maybe not as popular as it used to be. I'm just saying. I said it. I'm putting it out there.
Oh,
Lobster,
you
not as popular as it was in the 80s.
You have a microphone in front of your face, so that makes you an expert. Unpopular opinion.
And I'm just saying, if I did a survey.
Oh yeah, that's not an unpopular opinion, cousin Vinnie. That's 100% fucking on point. Alaskan king crab legs are better than lobster. Yeah, absolutely.
That's probably the best. If you consider that seafood, that would be the best seafood I've ever had. Is Alaskan king crab. I've only had it one time, and I could still remember how it tastes.
Now, how about actual fish?
I'm not a fan.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan. First of all,
they're aliens, man.
It's not even that, because I'm not crazy.
Right.
No, but first of all, I'm not gonna go to a restaurant and order fish.
Okay.
Look at me. I'm 255 pounds.
You're not a fish lover.
Fucking fish is not going to fill me up.
No, it's not on the menu.
Yeah.
I don't blame you. It's
now,
not going to fill me up. I don't like it either.
Yeah.
I get it.
Now, if you're going to give me a nice porpoise beak, or like we said before, like a whale blowhole.
A whale blowhole. Yeah. I get what you're saying.
Or the fins off of a sea turtle.
Maybe like a nice beaver tail.
Oh, a nice beaver tail.
Yeah, there's your brother.
Tony says both are bugs. Yeah, we've established that. They're bugs.
Yeah, they're
I
bugs.
get it.
That's what I was saying, Tony. Thank you.
I like them. I still,
That's why I'm trying to. I'm backing off, Tony. I'm backing off of the seafood. I'm pulling away. I'm slowly just cutting it out of my life forever.
Tony introduced me to raw tuna steak.
That's good stuff. I've had that.
Yeah, I forget what him and I and my sister
some sushi maybe or something.
No, it's just something that he had ordered, and I tried. It's basically a steak of tuna, and they kind of walk it swiftly past the stove.
Interesting. Now, was it something that he was looking forward to having there, or he saw it on the menu and was like, "Oh, I haven't had this in ages, and it's really good, and when am I ever going to have the chance to have this?"
I'm not really that tuned into anybody in my life.
Interesting. Obviously, you don't have ADHD.
It appeared in front of him, and I said, "Oh, can I try that?" And then with my hands, I ripped the piece off.
You were asking him.
I was taking my shoe off so I could cut it in half with my toenail.
Yeah, sure. Fuck it. You already ate it.
One thing Tony said, I eat tuna. Yeah, one thing I not so much miss about when I worked for the company in Brooklyn, there was like three of us. The manager, the foreman of my department, and myself would go out every couple of months, and we would just hit different spots. And then every once in a while, we would bring in like a fourth guy who, if he had a good suggestion, like Ironbound section of Newark going for Spanish food, and there was a place out on the island, Bobby Rubino's. They were like the place for fucking ribs.
Bobby Rubino.
Yeah, that was the rib place. We went there, and I got to hit my the owner of my company, my manager, took me to what's the one of the most famous steakhouse in America, right in Brooklyn.
I don't know.
I can't think of it.
You got me.
They had
I know. I only know a few steakhouses.
not at that place in Milford, by the way. Ahi Tuna. So I know who Tony's talking about.
That's right, Tony.
I thought the food, was good, but I don't remember what the hell I even got. I thought the food was pretty good there. Oh shit! I can't believe I can't think of. I could picture the sign in my head. Somebody's gonna say it. They have one in Long Island too. It's not the same. They don't even take credit cards at this place. They only take their credit card and cash.
Really?
Yeah, unless that's changed. But this place is old. And the funny thing about it is, and now I'll come up with it, is I wasn't super impressed by it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Listen.
The white flaky fish are all right as well. Fluke and flounder are good. Yeah, I haven't really tried that many different types of fish. I like salmon, but can you even consider, is that like fast? Now, salmon, is that fast food fish? Like, is that even considered a fish anymore?
I mean, salmon has kind of worked its way into our diets as I think it's equivalent to tuna these days, for us. Like we
it's a little bit more, maybe, I couldn't, Smith and Lewinsky.
Like to me, tuna fish isn't really fish.
That's gotta be it.
I don't know.
Smith and Lewinsky's got. Oh no, that's in the city. I think I've been there. That place is fucking great. I
don't know. I think the thing is with fish. That's me too, Rail man. I love Swedish fish, man. That's like my favorite. Seriously, they are. Me and my buddy Frank, we used to
Peter Luger's. God damn.
Peter Luger. How come I've heard of that before?
It's very well known, and they have a steak sauce that they sell.
Okay, what was the other one there? Ruth's Chris.
Ruth's Chris.
Ruth's.
I've never been to Ruth's Chris. I've been to Smith and Walensky's in Manhattan. Was fucking top notch. They're like on 2nd Avenue. I can't remember if they're in the or 3rd. In the 70s, I think, and that was fucking great. But yeah, we got those 3 guys. We got one of those giant fucking steaks that you kind of share, and I wasn't super fucking impressed. Oh, Jesse's on. Sashimi is good, but it's sushi but raw fish over rice. So yum. Maybe Jesse's watching Delayed.
Yeah, she eats that shit. I told you, my daughter eats that
She's
shit.
a woman of the world. What do you want from her? She's sophisticated.
Yeah. It's a young person thing. They're all like, "Oh, did you have the lobster roll?" No, but I had the dragon tail, whatever. And then they're like, "Oh, why did you have that?" "Oh, no, I didn't have that." And then they just like, it's a fucking.
Where in the world do these conversations happen?
Please.
I guarantee this.
Please.
Jesse's,
I hear it all the time.
I guarantee Jesse's never had this conversation.
All right, maybe not.
I gotta find out if this dragon roll thing really exists.
It's like a dragon.
Is it shaped like a dragon? Is it like a fucking tail?
It's fucking disgusting looking, is what it is.
How's it taste?
I never had it. I watched people eat it. And to be honest with you, they didn't look like they were fucking, I don't know. It looked like they were eating, I don't know what the fuck it was. Like big chunks of fucking gummy fish or some shit. I don't know.
Well, you just said you love gummy fish.
No, I like the real Swedish fish. Jenny said, yeah, it does.
Real, you like how they hid the chair behind Gio to censor it because of the 5th leg censorship. I'm not sure. I may have missed out on that. Lauren says Dragon Roll is great.
Spider roll is good too. Jenny says.
What the fuck? That's your daughter. That's Jessie.
Jessie.
What the fuck's a spider roll?
This is what I'm getting at. They make all these fucking stupid things, man. That look like fucking creatures. A spider roll. What do you think that shit looks like? A fucking spider. Who the fuck wants to eat that shit?
I thought you meant it was okay though, Spider.
Spider, it's okay. What do you mean?
You said it was okay, Spider.
No, I said, you said it was okay. What the fuck?
Stuttering, muttering prick. Yeah.
Dance.
Dragon roll is a thing, but every sushi place does it differently. Tony says, "Yeah, Tony. I don't think Tony's like a fanatic about sushi like Dave, but Tony likes sushi because
Tony's
he's
well
hip.
versed.
He's very he's hip.
Okay.
He's Tony was into flock of eagles." A flock of seagulls before they were flock of seagulls. When they were flock of eagles.
Just a flock of eagles, and they're like, guys, this isn't working.
No, it's just not working. People expect too much. We're gonna have to switch it to flock of seagulls. Then they just expect us to ruin their fucking beach picnic.
Yeah, right. Steal their food and then shit on their blanket.
People throwing crackers at them. Tony says that a spider roll is raw spiders.
Ah, Jesus.
They gas them. They hit them with the how you call mustard gas first, because it's hard to kill a spider without damaging it.
God, it's so disgusting.
And then I guess they roll it up. So this is something that Jesse likes.
Jesse,
raw spiders.
My daughter eats like a gavone, like with this shit. She eats like weird shit, and she'll fucking clean the bones.
Does she still smack salami on the headboard?
No, you know what? She got a new bed for Christmas, so
it's been salami free.
No charcuterie board on your fucking headboard.
No what?
How you say charcuterie?
I'm willing to let you try again.
No Lunchables on your fucking headboard.
There you go. So I don't understand. You don't feel that the oil, the grease from the salami was keeping the wood nice and supple?
Yeah, I'm sure it was. It's just the material that was covering the wood didn't need to be oiled. The wood wasn't the last layer. No, it had a nice material, you know.
Well, let's not say nice after it's had pounds of salami.
And then all of a sudden it had salami stains on it, and whatever other fucking fine meats we had there. Super side, all kinds of shit.
I felt very fucking cheated. I felt very cheated when we went to the hospital. You took me to the hospital for surgery.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't, and you didn't bring any fine meats with you.
Oh,
no stuffed peppers.
I did. I didn't bring anything into the hospital, but yeah, I packed us. Jenny and I packed us some nice stuff. What did happen?
Tony says to kill a spider, make a raw spider. You hit him in the head like a seal.
Oh my god! Oh yeah, like a nice, what I like to call a fun night out clubbing.
Nice fuzzy seal. Nice.
Why is Jenny getting upset? She says, "Next topic."
Oh, we didn't know that somebody else was watching. We were talking about Miss Jessie.
Oh, that's right. Oh, I keep thinking Jenny is Jessie. I mean, Jessie is never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, I keep forgetting.
Yeah.
Did we strike a chord or something? However they say.
Do you like calamari? Squid?
I enjoy it. I mean, I don't like the how do you say
the tentacles? That's
tentacles.
The best fucking part.
No, that's Jenny. Jenny's like, just save me the tentacles.
My youngest niece, she's a lover of the calamari.
Me and my daughters, we eat what I call the seafood onion rings. The little, the
calamari.
Yeah, that's what we eat. But we don't eat the fucking suction cups. I don't need a suction cup. I don't need a little arm with suction cups pressed up against my fucking tongue when I'm trying to eat.
There's so much breading on that. There's no way for you to
get the fuck out of here.
Feel a suction cup. It's literally it is the
thought of
best
that fucking thing going across my tongue.
You ever watch those videos with the Japanese girls that eat really loud and eat crazy shit?
Yes, dude. They're fucking. I love the Chinese. I always tell everybody they're fucking savage, dude. They will fucking eat anything, dude. They don't give a shit.
Dude, have you ever seen them eat the fucking raw fucking?
Yeah, dude. They're like
squid,
catch something and they're like,
and the fucking squid sticking to their face.
Oh God. They like bang it on the head or something.
Yeah.
They're like,
It's not like that. Fried calamari tentacles are not like that.
oh God.
First of all, they're a nice tender. It's a nice tender baby squid. You could tell just by the size of the tentacles.
You realize it's an arm, like you're eating an arm. It's a fucking
you're
arm.
eating like 8 arms at once with suction cups on them.
I see no pleasure in that in any way, shape, or form. Ever.
It tastes good.
I don't see it. But whatever. Hey, man, you know what? The less I eat, the more there are for you guys. You know, you and Jenny can have all the testicles you want.
Jenny likes the tentacles too?
Yeah, man.
Oh my God. See? You know what it is? That's the German side of me.
I guess so.
It takes a German that's gonna eat chicken livers and chicken hearts.
All that fucking.
I bet you Jenny's no stranger to a fucking chicken heart soup.
Yeah, that's all that barbarian blood you got. You fucking guys got. You'll eat all kinds of weird shit. Probably eat a fucking like a bird head.
Dude won't eat an arm, but he'll eat a wing. Unbelievable.
Yeah, hey, Vinny, you know, I'll pick at the wing, okay? I won't even clean it. I'll pick at it.
Tony says barbecued scorpions. He's big into that.
Do people really eat that?
Oh, I'm sure that people eat fucking everything. Nice poached sand crab.
I mean, what would a scorpion be equivalent to? Like a shrimp?
A land lobster.
Yeah. This is what I'm talking about. That's fucked up.
But they
eating
have
cockroaches and shit when you think about it. I mean, like.
Well, I try not to.
You know?
And how come when you buy a shrimp, like frozen scrimsio in the bag, they only take out one, as I like to call it, shit tube. Then you got to stand there and you got to take out the other one.
Yeah, I don't understand that either. It's like, you know, can we, you know, you took the time to get rid of one. Can we do the other?
And then by the time you do it, until you get good at it, you're mangling the shrimp. And then you got to cook them for like, I don't know, 6 seconds.
It's a process.
Shrimps overcook as fast as avocados go bad.
It's a process.
And well, luckily it's a fast process. But then you chill them down. You got to ice them down. Tony says it's a tiny lobster. I agree.
Yeah.
Less meat.
You know, when you said when they threw all the food on the table?
Yeah.
To me, that's the same thing. It's the equivalent of the guy chopping all the shit up for you at the table. You know, and slicing your meat and fucking doing the thing with he's slicing the fucking meat and he's got, you know, a fucking tuxedo on and they're fucking putting it on your plate. And then they just put a little schmutz of fucking cheese. It's like, give me the fucking cheese. I'll do the cheese. Okay?
Get the fuck away from me.
Yeah, when it comes to my plate, let me do the fucking cheese. That's it's too much pressure for me to have you hovering over me saying, is this enough? You want to, and you're grinding fucking cheese over me.
Well,
I don't need the interaction.
If you accidentally elbow the fresh pepper guy in the balls, word goes out.
Oh, does it?
Yeah. And then you're not going to be bothered the rest of the evening. Cousin Vinny wants to know thoughts on scallops.
You know, man.
I used to work with a guy that looked like a scallop.
Scallops were my grandfather. If he ate any seafood, that was the only seafood he would eat is scallops. And I have to eat them the same way if I eat them. And that is they have to be crispy on the outside and like chewy like on the inside. You know what I mean? So when you bite into them, there should be like a little crust on the outside and then they're like nice and juicy on the inside. Then I like them with a little bit of pasta, maybe. It's nice.
So there are sea scallops, I believe, and there are bay scallops. Eric will correct me if I'm wrong. One is decent size and one is tiny.
Okay.
So growing up, every once in a while, my mother liked scallops and she would make those.
Yeah.
Now, we didn't have a lot of money growing up, so I'm sure they were pretty inexpensive frozen food section
Yeah,
scallops.
sure, yeah.
And however she made them, I don't know, they tasted a little lemony. They were pretty good. They were very small. The taste wasn't bad. I liked anything fucking. So these were baked scallops. So I enjoyed them, but I haven't had them since I'm a little kid. And I don't think I've ever had the large, properly prepared, like sea scallops, you know?
Yeah, right.
I can see that. I would think I would like them the way you're talking.
Oh, yeah.
Crisp. I can see it being a texture issue for me.
That's why I have to have them that way.
Yeah.
If you give them to me any other way, it's like chewing on fish bubble gum. Get it the fuck away
like
from
you're
me.
Eating fishy tofu or something.
I don't fucking like it.
Fucking tofu, by the way.
But if you got that nice crispness on the outside and it's like it's tender on the inside and you got some pasta with some butter and shit and you just mix it in there, it's nice.
What are your feelings on like a penguin liver pate?
I only like it if there's like penguin beak in it.
Okay,
that's
fair.
Yeah.
Cousin Vinny says he prefers the bay scallops. He thinks the bigger they get, the mushier they are.
Yeah.
Yeah,
sure,
could be.
They lose that little snap to them.
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah, another delicacy, but I don't think you can consider it seafood, and it's very expensive. It's actually they fry the paw pads off a polar bear.
Oh,
yeah,
I've heard of that.
Breaded and fried.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
It's called breaded and fried PPP. Polar bear paw pads.
Oh man,
yes,
a delightful. What is this?
I don't know.
If you want,
Bernie Wills says if you want some, you can reach out to Jex Spores. He's got them and other psychs too. Oh, I think it's somebody that saw the description, and I had put that we might talk about mushrooms in the description.
Oh, okay, yep.
So,
well, thank you.
Eric says it's all about getting that saute on the scallops.
That's it. Thanks for the French lesson, Eric. He's right though. Saute. You gotta get that. Whatever, the saute. You gotta get that glazy crispness to it. It's just about to look burnt, but it's not burnt. I can't explain it.
I'm gonna say it's gonna. I know.
BBPP. PBPP. It's hard to say.
It is.
Even if you're reading it, PBPP.
So you like your scallops a nice little golden brown.
Yes.
And now I'm like,
I'm telling you,
that's
man.
the thing. Like you said, like around here, you're not buying the top. You might buy frozen.
I'm wondering where you could go get them that would be really good to have them.
Probably somewhere by the water. Like I'm gonna say by a bay or a sea.
I'm thinking like somewhere down in Manhattan. Somewhere like I don't know. I would either go to an Italian restaurant or
Fulton Fish Market.
Yeah, somewhere like down in that area. I would just think you would probably get it really good there. I don't know where man, I don't know. Every time I've had scallops since I've left New York, I've been disappointed. So
pizzeria scallops.
I've been sorely disappointed in them. Yeah,
pizzeria scallops is like gas station sushi.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get your hopes up.
Good God, I think you got a better chance with the gas station sushi, disguised as scallops.
Well, if you can play handball with a scallop, it's probably a little bit on the rubbery side.
Eric says there is a fish market in Stroudsburg. Oh, okay. Yeah, I could see that. They probably come right up from Manhattan. It's a 45-minute ride.
Tony says caramelized. I guess that might be considered caramelized because you're using butter.
Yeah.
And
I like
wine.
to say a caramelization, if you will.
You're a professional.
Mm-hmm.
But I like to grab them from the Bronx Hunts Point Fish Market.
Go on Hunts Point.
Yeah.
We used to go down there for car parts and shit. My dad used to take us there. That and he was a taxi driver.
Yeah. I used to. I actually picked up fish at Hunts Point Market.
Did you?
Like last August, and then I had to make out of so many fucking errands to run. By the time I got home, it was already dark out.
Yep.
And then I was so tired, I left the fish in the car.
Did you
So
really?
I grabbed it the next day. Yeah, I drove fish around in August.
Nice.
Why the fuck would I go to Hunts Point Market? I don't even like fish.
I don't know.
I drove it in the Iraq.
I believe. Listen, I believe you. If you're telling me, I'll believe you.
I've been to a ton of fish places. Best seafood I've had was in Plymouth, Massachusetts on a family vacation. Cheap and amazing. Yeah, I don't, I like, we like authentic places. That's why Jeff's favorite restaurant is the Olive Garden.
Right.
My favorite seafood place is Red Lobster.
Right. You want a good burger, you go to McDonald's, nice rib sandwich. But I have to say, the best seafood I ever got was in Massachusetts. I was in what's that town that fucking movie was in? What the fuck is it? Is it Worcester? Is that no, not Worcester. That movie, The Perfect Storm, Gloucester.
Oh yeah, Gloucester.
I went to Gloucester, and I went there, and I went to that bar where they filmed the movie, and I ate there, and I got I forgot what some I think it was like a lobster bisque soup.
Oh, I do love a lobster bisque soup.
I do too. It was fucking delicious.
And lobster ravioli.
I got crabs. I got fresh crabs and shit like that. It was fucking delicious.
Off the toilet seat, or is it the story we're sticking to?
No, the crabs came from the glory hole later on.
Okay.
I got drunk and fucking wandered off.
Oh, definitely. New England clam. Do you like clam chowder?
Yeah, I do.
Red or white? New England or New York?
I like the white. I like the New York if I'm gonna have it with pasta.
I don't like New York clam chowder. Although throwing it in with pasta now sounds. I like a nice New England clam chowder. Nice, thick.
Yeah,
viscousy.
I like it thick too. Nice, creamy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Clammy.
Pearl necklacey.
Yes. Yeah, I do like a New England clam chowder. Sometimes I just throw it on my back. Okay.
Yeah, right. Sorry. Oh fuck.
Yeah, Eric says no New York clam chowder.
Yeah, I like it on like some fettuccine or some angel hair, one or the other. That's how I roll though.
Yeah, I'm gonna try that because I love clam sauce, although I like the white clam sauce.
Cousin Vinny's wife wants to know if you ever tried. I've never. Oh no, I did try crawfish. I did
try crawfish because that was something that one of the guys that we used to go to Dover, he loved getting crawfish down there. So I tried it. Too much fucking work, no payoff.
It was a lot of work, but yeah, it was a tasty little thing. It wasn't bad. I had a couple of them. I went back for more, but I was, and then I was like, all right, it's kind of like it's a lot of work for a little bit of, yeah. Maybe if it came in a can.
That wouldn't be bad. That's not a bad idea. Definitely not worth the work.
Yeah.
And then the name, Sucking Heads.
Sucking Heads.
Yeah, because I guess the fucking the crawfish brains or something that you fucking eat. I don't know. It's just a whole lot.
Oh, I don't even want. Yeah.
Come see me Friday, guys. Chicken and dumpling soup, grilled cheese special.
Ooh, grilled cheese, chicken, and dumpling
crawfish.
soup.
Pinch the tails and suck
already.
the heads.
Pinch the tail and suck the heads. This is your brother.
Yeah. Go figure.
I told you he has a broad little spectrum.
A sophisticate.
Yeah, he can roll. Listen, he'll go to a business meeting, and they're like, "Hey, Tony, you want to do a little sushi? And he's like, hey, yeah, I go for a good, and he'll know the name of some kind of crazy sushi. I go for a turkey spider roll, sure, And they're like,
turkey spider roll.
Yeah, whatever. He'll say some fancy shit. He's got his shit down. He's been around.
I bet you he doesn't walk around with fucking chopsticks.
Probably not. But,
we have him here in the office.
Hey, everybody has room for improvement, okay?
We have the chopstick because sometimes we have high power meetings, lunch meetings.
This is what I'm talking about. Tony could pull these things off. Okay, if there's somebody says let's get Japanese, he'll say yeah. It's been a while since I had cream of some young guy.
Yeah, he'll say it in Japanese.
Right. Exactly.
He's right in the South. They call them mud bugs. Yep.
What do they call mud bugs?
The mini lobster,
the
crawfish.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fuck yeah. Oh, cousin Vinny, it's a place inside of Hemlock. He doesn't have a like a brick and mortar place yet. It's our clubhouse inside of Hemlock.
Steer Barn.
Eric Fong the two
performs his culinary mastery.
Yes,
handcrafted
culinary.
Eric, the stove in that place, is it gas or electric? And how hot do you think you can get that stove? I'm just curious. If you know, let me know.
Okay, what are you trying to do?
I'm just trying to think about. I have pizza thoughts in my head.
Oh, okay. I just thought maybe you were going to test the theory.
And I know gas is better for cooking pizza, and I also know the temperature. The higher the temperature is better too. And with electric stoves, you can only get like maybe say 500 degrees, maybe.
Okay. Gas and 600 degrees is what Eric says.
Gas and 600. So 600 is pretty decent. I mean. Pizza ovens, are like, I think some of them are around 650, 750, some shit like that. They're in the 700s, right?
I guess. Does a pizza scream when you throw it in the oven?
I don't know.
I've never noticed it.
But you could taste the difference between an electric, when it's cooked with the electric oven, obviously, and when it's cooked with the gas. It tastes better, with the flame heat, I guess you could say. And you get a higher temperature, you're going to get a better crust. It's just how it goes.
Yeah, I could buy that.
So that's why, the pizzerias, their ovens are fucking, whatever. They're fucking blazing.
Yeah, they're blazing fucking hot.
They got to turn the pizza every few minutes. They got to turn the pizza, otherwise they'll fucking burn.
Blow that fucking COVID breath underneath it.
Yeah.
Exactly. Thanks.
Oh, okay, cool, good, excellent.
Will you go have any kind of crazy fucking toppings on your pizza?
No, I personally prefer nothing but the classic, tomato and cheese. That's it. Nothing else. But I mean, if somebody orders it, like if I come to your house and you got it with pepperonis on it, I'm gonna fucking eat it because it's fine. It's not that I don't like it.
Oh yeah, Tony says pizza stone on the grill. I think you've done that, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, no, not on the grill. I haven't done it on the grill yet.
Because you can get some heat on there.
Wait, I think I did do it on the grill. I think I did do it on the grill once.
Linda's old neighbor used to like to do that.
That's a great idea, though. Maybe I don't know.
Anthony, you have to look into the different CBDs, I would say.
Who said do it on the grill? Your brother?
Tony, yeah, he does pizza stone on the grill.
All right, Tony, I'm going to definitely
I think
try that then.
He means spin it. They kind of keep it moving inside the oven sometimes.
Yeah, you got to keep rotating the pizza because the back of the oven is hotter than the front. Otherwise, the pizza's not going to cook even. One side's going to be crispy. The other side's going to be as my father would say, fucking mush.
Eric says, so is the cheese for you when you guys order?
Yes.
And
Yes.
what's he talking about?
So, because every time we order, we don't just order like Jenny never just orders like one pizza or one of anything, you know. So
We get a couple.
Yeah, she gets a pepperoni because Livy likes pepperoni. She gets one with everything because she likes everything, and then she gets a cheese because I just like regular fucking, it's like regular pizza.
I gotta start ordering from this guy.
So they have. And now he's got a nice gas oven to cook it in, so it's going to have a better, everything is amplified. You know?
Linda won't even eat pizza that was in the same box as a pizza that had pepperoni on it.
Yeah, she's not a fan, huh?
No. She likes pepperoni almost as much as she likes me.
Oh, so she's really just
hates it.
She fucking despises pepperoni.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Interesting.
You ever have pineapple on pizza?
I have tried it. Maybe it wasn't just pineapple. I want to say there was ham.
Yeah.
And maybe it was
like a Hawaiian.
Hawaiian.
Call it.
Yeah. My aunt bought it once when we were kids. And I remember she brought it home. I was eating it.
And your father came and put a stop to it, I hope?
No, I remember my uncle. Like, he didn't get mad, but I remember him yelling, and you know, back then, everything that wasn't okay, they just called gay.
Oh yeah.
So my uncle's like, "You can't eat that. That's fucking gay." It's pizza.
I don't think it has a sexual preference. Eric says pineapple does not go on pizza. Anthony says pineapple and olive, sweet and salty. I've had the Hawaiian slice, and I thought it was good. It's not something I would go out of my way to get.
That's the thing. I wouldn't go out of my way to get it. I mean, was it the worst thing I ever put in my fucking mouth? Certainly not.
Oh, definitely not. Just speaking about today.
I mean, that alone.
Yeasty goodness. But my go-to is going to be, just a plain, like, everybody. And pepperoni or grandma.
Oh, the grandma. That's a good one. Yeah. Occasionally I like a white slice, you ever get those? No sauce.
Yeah.
It's
beautiful.
It's a fucking perfect slice.
Perfect fucking slice. The fucking crust is nice and blonde.
We call this German pizza.
Yes. Elon Musk's favorite slice.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Oh God.
What do you think about the prison crap in New York? I don't know. I have to catch up.
What's going
White
on?
slice with ham. That sounds pretty good.
White slice with ham?
Cousin Vinny says
sure.
fucking gross. I'm thinking that's the pineapple response. For
Oh, pineapple. Yeah.
My buddy is about to be locked in for 3 days. So I guess the New York prisons are going into a big lockdown or some shit. I don't know.
I wonder why.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I didn't know that. Usually I'm pretty hip to the info.
A little prison savvy.
Well, not just that. Just the the news and stuff. Because I have no life, so I'm usually surfing the TikTok, which I'll get the up to date news, which is always 100% true on TikTok.
Oh yeah.
Whatever.
So, well,
I'll have to look into that.
That's us.
All right, brother.
Next week, Rail returns.
The return of Rail.
Yes.
I'll have to make a commercial for that. Something special.
Oh, so the COs are picketing for unsafe work conditions. Tony says, I like a nice margarita pie. Margarita pie and grandma pie is essentially the same, isn't it?
A margarita pie, I believe, is I want to say it's a little bit like sweeter. The sauce is sweeter. It has a different taste to it. I had one for the very first time when I went to Key West. I was like, what, I'm like, what's the big fucking deal with this shit? And man, it was fucking good. I gotta say, I think the sauce was sweeter or something.
Okay.
But all right,
guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with us.
Thanks for hanging out, guys.
And we'll see you next week. As I not very smoothly, this thing doesn't. There we go. Bye.